You guys wanted more Fuji videos, so here we are. In this video I'm going to talk about the Fujifilm X-E5 after I used it for a short period of time. It is a first impression video, not a full review, that is coming soon. First of all, this like the X-T5, X-H2S before it, the X-E4, X-T4, Nikon ZF and other cameras you may have seen in my videos, I bought with my own money. I'm not sponsored by any brand, blah 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 blah. Hello everyone, my name is Andrei Dima, I'm a professional travel photographer and I like reviewing cameras and lenses in beautiful locations, so if that is your thing, subscribe. Why I got this camera? Because I love the style, and what made me curious was the rumored better build quality. And because I wanted a fun camera. I miss my X-Pro2. And Fujifilm makes me think the X-Pro4 is not coming out anytime soon. And at the first glance, this looks more like a baby X-Pro camera than an X-E camera. And I know what the difference between these lines of cameras are. You don't need to explain it to me in the comments. This is how it feels to me, like a baby X-Pro. Now let me show you why. Just look at the X-E4. Looks smaller, it has a different design, and the X-E4 feels cheap compared to the X-E5. It feels closer in build quality to the X-T5. Actually, I can say it feels better built than the X-T5. The dials and buttons are nicer. I like the top plate a lot, makes it feel like a premium camera. The bottom plate is finally good. The battery door is good and nice to use. When it comes to build quality, so far I didn't find anything to annoy me. But there is still time, and I really like the design of the camera. It just looks great, and in my opinion looks more like an X-Pro and less like an X-E. With all the function buttons, it is a lot easier to use compared to the X-E4, and I found a way to simplify the way I use it for video, so I won't be needing the X-T5's photo to video switch. Let's talk about the price. I paid 350 euros less for this X-E5 compared to the X-T5, which I bought when it came out, and I think it is a fair difference compared to that camera. And a fair difference compared to the X-E4. I know not everywhere in the world the price is the same, but so far I don't mind how much I paid for the camera. When it comes to image quality, I use the same sensor since the X-T5 came out. I love the colors and the resolution when used with a good lens, and I am glad this camera has the same sensor. The IBIS somehow works better than on my X-T5. If anyone knows why, please let me know. Maybe it is a newer firmware, and it seems to me the photography and video autofocus work slightly better, but I have to do more tests. I will say more on this topic in my upcoming review. Now let's talk about the things people complained so much when the camera was released: the screen and EVF. I don't care that much about resolution on a back screen. While I don't want it to be like the one on the Sony A7C, and I mean the first generation, but I want it to be bright so I can compose my shots. I don't want to pixel peep on the back screen of my camera, and this screen is decent enough. I know the resolution is lower, but it seems crisper than the one on the X-E4. The same thing with the EVF, it looks slightly better. In my opinion, it is usable if you bump the brightness a bit. I like the so-called gimmicky old-school viewfinder mode. Actually, because of its simpler design, I used the EVF more. To activate the classic viewfinder mode, just short press the display back button. By pressing the button, you can toggle through the viewfinder options when you look through the viewfinder. The battery life, well, I'm going to talk more about that in the full review. I am still not sure what to say about it. I never got the chance to use a full charge, because I used more batteries that were partially charged for my X-E4. The film simulation dial is quite nice and adds a special something to the camera like the screen did to the X-Pro4, but without being a burden and actually being useful. I like it and used it daily, but more about that in my review. From my few days with the camera, so far I like it, and I think it is going to be a nice option for street and travel photography. It is really nice to use, it makes you wanna grab it and go out more than the X-T5. And until the X-Pro4 comes out, I think I'm going to use this camera a lot. Why I don't have the 23mm f2.8? Because I pre-ordered the camera 2 months ago on Amazon as a kit and they lost my order. And if I wanted to reorder, well, let's say I didn't like the timeline because I'm going to travel to Amsterdam and Paris soon. So I got the last camera from Fotocentro in Gijón. Thank you so much for reserving me the last one. But they didn't have the lens. I hope this video was fun. Tell me in the comments what you want to see in the full review, like overheating, autofocus tests, stuff like that. If you like the video, subscribe. This is the most important thing for the channel at the moment to grow. This helps me reach more brands and make more videos for you to watch. And maybe someday Fujifilm will answer my emails and I can loan cameras from them to review. Thank you for watching. See you next time.